Donnie!
What's up, Cerise?
What's up? We're back.
We're back.
We took a little hiatus,
Yes, we did.
which is important, right?
Very, very smooth
Yeah.
time.
Yes. And I know you guys missed us. I know you missed us.
They missed us.
Yeah. And you know what? We missed you guys.
Miss you.
But I'll tell you something right now. Where are we at?
We're at Slice, the world's Sasua's famous Slice.
Slice is a great pizza place. They turned the music off for us. Thank you, Dell. Thank you, Milton.
Thank you, thank you.
Here they have a 4-generation. Did you know that they have a 4-generation pizza chef here?
Wow, no, I did not know that.
From France.
So this pizza better taste like 4 generations of knowledge and flavor.
Well, when did you order?
I ordered a meat lovers pizza.
Meat lovers pizza.
Yes.
Okay.
Pepperoni, sausage.
Sausage.
A little bit of bacon, a little pork,
We want to get into a topic that I saw on your TikTok.
What'd you see on my TikTok? You stalking my page?
I am. I watch you every now and again. You know, you got to keep up with your partner. Got to make sure that he's represented.
I make my page private. Never know who's going in there.
Yes, guys, if you want to get a hold of Donnie, and I know a lot of you ladies do, just hit him up on TikTok.
Yeah, I'm smooth
Yeah.
I'm smooth like Denzel Washington.
Right?
Of course,
These
without
ladies-
the bank account.
But these ladies are loving you.
Really? Thanks, ladies.
Thanks, ladies.
And I love you back.
Yes, make sure you subscribe. Show
Please.
me some love too.
Fellas.
And, yeah, and you fellas as well out there, and wherever you guys are watching from, please let us know. Comment down below and let us know where you're watching this from. Now,
Please.
how often do you cry?
I don't cry often. You know what? I think I'm all cried out. I can't cry. I get upset. I get depressed, and sometimes nothing comes out.
So, I think most men, I think there's a stigma that they're not allowed to cry. They're not allowed to show that type of emotion.
I agree.
Have you ever cried in front of people before?
It's hard. No, I really don't cry, except with the exception of funerals, stuff like that.
that's
But
nice.
It's really hard crying. It's just not something men naturally do. We're always fighting back tears. So we don't, it's not something we naturally do. So I don't cry in public. I don't think I've ever cried in public.
Well, it looked like he was crying in this video. I'll tell you right now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to put the video up right here. We don't have to react to it today because it's Donnie's video from his TikTok. Make sure you give him a follow on TikTok and me as well. But I'm going to put it right here. And this is the video right here. So were you wiping a tear away or not?
No. I was just kind of wiping swiping my face and that's something men do out of frustration sometimes, just to try and wipe it away, wipe it off. See if we can wipe our frustrations off.
How do you feel when a woman cries?
Well, when a woman cries, it's attention. I mean, it's somebody you care about. It's definitely attention grabbing.
What do you mean? She's looking for attention?
No, it's attention grabbing. Me as a partner, I would assume something is wrong. That's an alarm. That's a red flag. That's a cry out. So
that's so sweet. And I will say this just now, when Donnie sat down beside me after he ordered his pizza and we were starting the video, he saw a concerned look on my face, and I was like, And he's like, "What's up?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I don't want to turn off the music because there's guests here, and I don't want to turn off the music. It's a business." But the venue is giving us permission to turn the music off, and they're giving us love, and we're giving them love.
Right.
And I felt a little bit like I was exalting us. But you noticed that immediately on my face, which is like really cool.
Very observant.
Yeah. And women love that. Women do love that. And so when a woman cries, do you want to console her, or do you just like get to the point? Like you're like, what are you crying for? That's not worthy of crying.
Well, no, I don't. I'm not that direct and straight to the point. I think crying. I think it's a process. You see somebody upset, you let them go through what they're dealing with, and when they start to come down, you slowly make. You know, I think that's when you slowly approach, and you kind of do your little investigation as to what's wrong, who did it, what can we do to make it better, stuff like that.
That's so sweet. What can we do to make it better? And that investigation, a lot of men don't do. A lot of men will just, it's the investigation part, Donnie, that's really important.
Yeah.
Guys, the investigation part is so important. And what if she just says to you, I don't know why I'm sad, I'm just crying.
Well, then that's kind of like a test. I think women do that just to see how much you really care. They do.
No, they don't.
I think so.
Maybe some do.
I think they do that just to see if you're gonna just okay. I'm gonna go back to cutting the grass, or if you're gonna really sit down and say no, something's wrong, baby, something's wrong.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Some women, they cry and they're not ready to tell the reason. And they'll just be like, nothing, I'm just crying. Will you like do more investigating?
Yeah, of course, because something's wrong,
Right.
and you don't know. Some men, I'm not speaking for me, but some men be like, we done something like they ain't have no business doing, and their conscience go to messing with them, playing with, and they be like, okay, does she know that I went bowling last night when I said I was going to play dominoes? Has she find out?
That woman's intuition.
Yeah, so you kind of you gotta do your little. You want to get to a man wants to get to the bottom of it. I think.
Oh yes.
For the most part.
Yes, I think so. But I would say that most men that do get to the bottom of the woman's cry are men who are compassionate, and then there's some men who just don't know how to do it. I think they came from moms who cried a lot. That's a big assumption, right? Like, because there are a lot of moms who cried a lot, and it desensitizes the son, and he gets to a point where he's like, "Yo, man, not another crier." What do you think?
That's possible. I mean, that's possible because I was raised by my mother, single parent, and my mother didn't cry a lot. She didn't cry a lot, so maybe that's why I don't cry a lot.
And maybe that's why you look at crying as something that grabs your attention.
Yeah,
because
wrong.
It's something unique or something different. See, I was a single mom, and I was very open with my children. I had my daughter when I was 17 years old. I had my son when I was 23. So we grew up together. And there was some crying because there was some hustling that I had to do. I mean, there were times where I had to choose between toilet paper and gas for the car. It was tough at one point before I started to become more successful. And so I would cry sometimes at the drop of a hat. And I think now my son looks at most women like, oh, you don't need to cry. Like, this too shall pass.
Just going back to what you said about toilet paper and gas, it just made something pop in my head.
What's that?
I would have I would have went and got the gas and went to the bathroom at the gas station and got some toilet paper.
Oh my gosh, true word, Dad. You know what I did? I got the gas and we went to the Tim Hortons coffee shop, and I told my son, go in the boys' bathroom, pack up your jacket. And then I took my daughter into the women's washroom, and we packed up our pants and our pockets and everything. And I mean, the toilet paper was free, right? And the gas wasn't. So that's what we did. Real true word, guys. This was like way back in the day when I was a single mom trying to make ends meet, and it was tough. So
we do what we have to do.
And my daughter,
in those times.
Yeah, and my daughter, when if I was to dare cry in front of her, Mom, stop crying, straight out. Mom, please stop crying. Yeah. I'm a crier. I love crying. I love expressing
And I bet
myself.
now she cries now, and sometimes and she's like, "Now I see what mom was going through,
Ah.
see what mom was dealing with."
Mm-mm. You know what? Maybe so. So you have children.
Yes,
When your daughters come to you and cry, you're right there for them.
absolutely. When they, absolutely,
Have they ever cried to you?
yeah,
Oh, see?
absolutely.
That's so sweet. And what about your son?
My son doesn't. He's like me. He don't show much emotion. Straight face. You don't know if he's happy, sad. You know.
Wow. See, what is your suggestion to men out there that need to cry?
Well, I think I don't have to suggest this because I think a lot of men know. We all have that one person that we can go to and talk to. When a man comes to you and talk about something, whether it's financial, whether it's about a relationship, whether it's whatever the topic may be, that's a man crying out.
I really love what you were just saying because you're telling us women, and this is a very important point. You're saying if a man comes to you and talks to you about something personal, that is him crying, even though there's no tears.
Yes, yes, men have. I mean, men cry, and you will never know it. And a lot of times, it is men reaching out saying they need someone to talk to. You see a man sitting in a parking lot in his car with the windows rolled up, with his head slit, leaning back, just looking into space, thinking. You see a man
Oh,
at a bar just sitting there with a drink. You can read people. You can
yeah.
tell. But men are, we're perceived to be these big, strong, and just
Hmm.
manly individuals, and
Hmm.
nobody really pays it any attention.
You
But
know,
if you look at the signs, if you're good at reading people,
right,
you'll see this guy's problems.
right. And, I will say this too, because I have, as a soul coach, I have sometimes women, they will get a session with me if they have a man that is a crier. They'll be like, oh my gosh, he was crying again. And they feel very uncomfortable with their man crying.
See,
What is your suggestion to women that feel like, because ladies, I'm going to keep it real with you. Some of you guys are like, oh my gosh, the man is crying, and you can't do that. Of course, you don't want your man to cry all the time, just at a drop of a dime or a drop of a hat. I get that. But sometimes you really got to hold his back up. Yeah?
because if he doesn't feel comfortable crying to you, trust me, there's somebody out there he will feel comfortable crying to.
Let that sink in right there.
What
If he, say that again for everyone.
When your man comes crying to you, and you make him feel uncomfortable about it, you know, he will find somebody to cry to.
That's
And
right.
think about that and let it sink in.
And that might just be your best friend. It could be your sister. It could even be your mama,
All right.
you know? And I would say at the end of the day, guys, make sure that you find that person that you can speak to. And if you cannot speak to your best friend, if you can't speak to someone, go online, watch some TikTok videos. Hey, how you doing, guys? Hi, good. Hey,
Gentlemen,
guys.
gentlemen.
We got a full house now, and we should
Yeah.
wrap up so they can
Yeah.
get their
Yeah,
their thing
we're
going.
gonna wrap it up and get some music going and got some
Yeah, it's very
drinks
busy right now.
starting to pick up in here.
It is. So, final advice, final words. What are your final
My
words?
final words are look look at people. Don't just take people for what they are. A person walking by, a person sitting in a corner, a person sitting in a car. Take the time, especially if it's somebody you care about. Watch them and read their body language and talk to them. Ask them if there's a problem. See if they'll open up. Be
Yeah.
surprised.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just want to also reiterate, what you said. I think that was a very good point, guys and ladies. if a man comes to you and he's talking to you about unsolicited stuff, unsolicited, like you didn't ask him what was going on and he just brings it to you, that is him crying 100%.
100.
Yeah, I really love that point.
Yes.
I'm actually going to use that with my clients with soul coaching and also with my clients, the female clients that laugh at the men
Yes.
who cry.
Wow, that's amazing that they admit that they cry, they laugh.
They laugh.
But when a woman cries, they don't. It's not funny.
No,
It's not. It's not funny either way. But
right.
it's funny how you can find humor in a man crying.
Yeah, we're going to interrupt for a second. This is the man right here who gave us permission to turn the music off for a few minutes.
The man, the myth.
Yes. Introduce yourself, please, sweetheart.
Milton, living in Sosua. Love you guys. Love Cerise. Love you guys. So welcome.
I know.
Welcome home.
He's being very humble.
Milton, I know it's not manly to say I love you, Donnie. You just said I love you, Cerise, but I love you too, brother.
My bad. I was respecting the lady first, but love you too, Donnie. Yes, and we just opened up Sliced Pizzeria, newest rooftop in Sosua. So check us out. One of the best pizzas in Sosua now. New York style, Detroit style, whatever you guys want. So.
And do you really have oxtail pizza or jerk
Absolutely,
pizza?
Absolutely, oxtail. We're called home of the oxtail pizza. So
wow, oxtail pizza, y'all.
You gotta come and check it out, try it out. Definitely. Thank you guys for coming.
Take it easy, Milton.
Anytime.
Good
This is
you,
your
man.
home, so we always say welcome home at Wings and Waffles and at Slice also. So
and also 39. Thank you, honey. Thank you. Wow, guys, you got to come on up here.
When men cry, it's because it's a lot. It takes a lot to break a man down. I mean, you can hit a man in the head with a brick and he won't cry.
Right. Yeah. So that is true. It does take a lot for a man to cry. And I love when I see a man cry, and not because I like to see a person's weakness, because I don't think crying is weakness. I'm a very together woman, and like I said, I get a good cry in every now and again. And I love it afterwards. I'm like, woosah, So when a man does cry to me, I'm like, whoa, this is one dude who really is balanced. He's not out drowning his feelings, drugging his feelings.
Right.
He's not going and getting some type of extracurricular activity that's going to destroy him.
Right.
He's getting things off his chest.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. So, guys, thank you so much for joining. Please go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe.
And until next week, sayonara.
Sayonara. See?
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness.
type shit. Nigga rap, just blue type shit. I'm got a nigga wet on the new type shit. Sippin', drinking, and don't screw type shit. Just saying, rolling through the crew type shit. Got a bad bitch at home, voodoo type shit. Take that mega stand, young brother, group type shit.
It's gonna be about that. I know it. She might just say,